So if you have watched my Crystron videos that I have made in the past, I have kind of drifted towards more of a link strategy rather than to actually use Crystrons for what they're known for, which is to synchro summon a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I am technically still synchro summoning during my opponent's turn, even with the other version. But the only synchro monster I'm making is a powered Insectron, which just ensures that I don't die in my opponent's turn. And then during my own turn, I'm just using the Nightmares and Rasterliger. And that is good, that's a good strategy, but sometimes you might want to play some synchro monsters, because that's what Crystrons are known for. So, I would satisfy this urge by playing a synchro-based Crystron deck using the really broken Quasar skill that basically turns the Stardust Dragon into a Quasar Dragon. So, we're playing Scrap Recycler. I have considered playing Minecon in this slot because they're both limited to 3, but then I bricked too much and decided that Recycler is probably the way to go. And then, to meet the quota of 7 low-level machine monsters, we were playing Triple Sitri. Sitri is just a really good tuner overall, and because, unlike Ryan recycles itself every time you use it as a material using its own effect, because it shuffles itself back to deck. Sitri does not. It banishes itself, so having more Sitri is always nice. And also, level 2 tuner is just really beneficial to make a lot of your monsters. For example, the most common way you're using Sitri to make Trish Zero would be to use a Powered Insectron plus a Fizzfern or a Scrap Recycler or just any level 3 plus Sitri. That is the most common way you're going to make Trish Zero, which means you will need Sitri. So I'm playing more Sitri for that reason, and also Quarian is a lot easier to make if you have 2 Sitris, so you have double Sitri plus a level 5. And for our Limit 1 slot, we're playing Reborn because, to be honest, our extra deck is pretty tight. We don't really have a slot for, say, the regular Trish. So if I had one more slot, I would have played the regular Trish, but we don't have a lot of extra deck space for that. And the reason we were playing discard Vulcan the Divine is that we need an out to Kluger, because Kluger has a really annoying floating effect. Usually, the way that you're going to clear the board is to use your Treasure Zero to banish your opponent's entire board, or use your Quarian to clear your opponent's monsters plus their stuff in the graveyard. But Kluger has a floating effect, which makes them another monster, which is annoying, but this can be prevented if it goes back to the extra deck, which we can bounce using Vulcan. And Vulcan's pretty easy to summon. You just need any of your level 3s, which we have plenty. We can have a Genex Undyne, for example, and then we just use your Fizzfern to make a Ryan, and then now you have 2 level 3s that you can make a level 6 Synchro with. And you can just get rid of Kluger without too much of a hassle. So instead of playing the Jet Synchron package, we're just playing the Synchron Explorer stuff, because if we're making the Jet Synchron combo, which needs the level 3 Synchro, the Seahorse, and then you need to play Stardust Charge Warrior. I think it's called Assault Warrior, actually. Yeah, it's Stardust Assault Warrior. And then you have to play Kroku Dragon, which is limited to 1. And that uses up a lot of extra deck space, which I don't really want. So instead, we're not playing Jet Synchron, and we're just playing good old Synchron Explorer to make Stardust Dragon a lot easier. Okay, this hand is looking pretty good, even though we drew 2 tuners, which we really don't want, especially Ryan. We really don't want to see Ryan in my hand. Get this out of here. Don't want to see you. Oh, okay. It's another bricky Yubel player I see. It's always welcome to see. Please negate my... Oh, he doesn't even have anything. Okay. Okay, that's pretty nice. He probably has Kite Roid, so we have to play this really carefully. We'll just have Rosix in the graveyard, just in case. Because, he probably has Kite Roid, because why wouldn't he have Kite-Ride? So we would do the smart move and play around it. And then Row 6 effect, pop itself, summon Citri in defense to play around Drowning. And then we're gonna have a slot open for Citri to summon something too. And we're gonna attack, and he's gonna have a delay, and he's gonna activate Kite-Ride, and then we're gonna be fine. You see, it's all according to plan. It is all according to plan because I'm an experienced Yu-Gi-Oh player, and I could not play through Dark Hole. I could not play through Dark Hole. Come on, I could play through Dark Hole if I had a level 3 in my graveyard, but okay, he's fine. It's fine. He doesn't even have anything. It's okay. It's okay. It is all good. I think the plan here is just to play this incredibly safe. We're just playing incredibly carefully because we never know when our opponent is suddenly going to decide to go on a full Yubel assault. And we will lose on the spot if he does that. We're not going to overcommit. We're just gonna do it slowly, just trickle in a bit of damage. We will not commit until he commits. Let me make sure that he is actually playing the Yubel skill. I think he is. I remember seeing him use a skill. There it is. Okay, he's actually gonna make a monster now. I see, I see. Oh, he's also not committing. He's also not committing. That is okay. Do it. I do not care. Okay, now we just make Trish and win the game, I think. And then we'll still have a Ryan in case we have another Kite-Ride, which he probably has. Because realistically, why wouldn't he have another one? Okay, let's do it. Skill. Send everything to graveyard. Dragon. Dragon. It's the two worst ones, but who cares? It doesn't really matter. Flip. Flip. Skill. Let's go, Quasar. And to top it all off, if we don't win for some reason, if we don't even win now, we can still banish a turtle to summon the Ryan. So if we can't win, we still have Ryan on field, so we can make a Metrix in our opponent's turn. This is the perfect plan. Playing incredibly safe has paid off. Okay, this is an incredibly beatable board, and we didn't draw controller this turn. Amazing, because we can actually play this turn. Saber Dancer is very outable, incredibly outable. We just have to make Trish 0 somehow. Actually, screw that. We're gonna make Ryan. We're gonna Ryan pass because that's the Christian way of doing things. Rushing things is not the Christian way. The Christian way is to always keep calm and pass with Ryan on field. And because he's playing Lunar Lights, we don't have to worry about him having disruption. So we could safely just wait for another turn. Now we just make Trish 0 and win the game. We normal summon Undyne, which cannot activate its effect because I already drew the controller. Because every time I do that. But it is fine because we win this turn. He doesn't even have any cards in his hand, so we're completely free from Kite-Roids or Sphere Karibo or anything of the sort. So we can just do the most satisfying Treasure 0 activation ever, and then we just win the game because we could just do this. Send that to the graveyard. And then we just make two. It's the worst one. It's the two worst one again, but who cares? We're winning this game. Let's go. It's 2 Undynes every single time. It's 2 Undynes. And even if I don't draw controller in my next card, the first Undyne is going to turn off the second Undyne. Okay, that's not controller. We are fine. IDP, that's horrible. That's horrible. crazy. We will just lose on the spot because of IDP. Hold up, we might not be, because this Link doesn't have a downwards pointing arrow, so if he's gonna make a Link out of the 2 tokens, he's gonna have to use a Link monster. So we still might not lose this turn, because now he can't really do anything with the 2 tokens. Yeah, let's go! We're not losing this turn. Yeah, I think we just continue to stall until we find the way. Oh, needle sealing. Oh, that's fine, that's completely fine. Because this impact is going to do a lot of work because he banished my Raion. I can use my impact to summon back to Raion. And this card is going to carry me all the way. Normally I would just immediately make Quasar, but because he's playing Trickstars, I'd much rather get rid of his monster first, and then we make whatever you want. Okay, I've got to play. I've got to play. I've got to play. I know how to win this turn. It is by using Vulcan. Let's go, Vulcan. Actually useful card. Bounce the Vulcan, bounce a Link back. And then we use the turtle in the graveyard to summon the Sitri. And guess what it is time for? It is time for Stardust Dragon. And you know what that means. It is time to make Quasar. Let's go, Quasar Dragon. And then we're gonna... let's go for lethal. Negate the Kiteroid! But it still prevents us from doing enough for lethal. But it's fine, we have an Omni, so we're feeling pretty good about that. I know one of them is probably the Candina, because he bounced one back, I think. Yeah. And then if we just negate that, I think we win! Let's go! Quasar sweet!